everything.
Dick Candles, Russian Ice Storm, Utah Monolith, Luke Yoda,
Were you just like,
Ty.
thought we just went over that?
Yeah, I don't know things.
Things I wish I didn't know.
Things I wish I didn't know.
AKA Twittick.
Twittick.
That's honestly, I try to acronym everything.
Yeah.
For some stupid reason. It's just my army brain.
That's all right.
Probably. Hey guys, what the hell everything? Oh my god, I didn't turn my one light on. It's so dark and weird in here. Let me turn my light on. That's better. That's better.
I was squinting, but no, that's good.
Yeah, what the hell everything for Tuesday, November 24th, 2020.
Yeah.
Bang.
Bang. That's what I drink.
You know what I'm excited about? On Thursday, we're going to be talking to, on the podcast, scientist. Scientist.
That is science.
He's a meteorologist. Meteorologist Michael Stevens, who does on the 9 to 10 morning news show.
Yes.
On TV.
Yeah.
That is actually a scientist.
I guess I didn't doubt
I
it.
wonder how much schooling.
A lot.
We'll have to talk to him about that.
A lot,
Yeah.
especially if you're not just a meteorologist, but you're like a certified by the AMS or whatever it's called. Like,
Yeah.
there's all kinds of levels, and I'm pretty sure he's high up there on the certification level.
Plus, he is a mad gamer
That too.
with his Flake of Wrath podcast. So we're going to talk to him when we're done recording this podcast for Thursday. Now, I was thinking how to strategically place that because it's Thanksgiving on Thursday. We're not working, but we're going to make that podcast and release it on Thursday. Like a good time of the day to do that.
Right.
I feel like it should be the halftime of the Lions game when everybody's already over the Lions game.
At least, yeah.
You know? And if the Lions are actually winning, then they can watch it later in the day.
That's how we always planned Thanksgiving too. It was like if halftime came and it was miserable, the food could go at halftime if we wanted.
Yeah.
Or if it was a good game or a close game, or Barry was doing something good back when they won those unexpected wins on Thanksgiving, the food could be done at the end of the game. Like my mom always figured it out to like make it work out.
No, we're always eating while we were watching it.
We
Yeah.
just never did that.
No, yeah, you're just eating while you're watching. We all eat in the living room.
That's normal stuff. Yeah.
What is not normal is Tim freaking out over nothing.
Yeah.
Like this, we actually talk about it in this thing, but it's vintage Tim.
Vintage Tim. I'm sorry.
Got Thanksgiving right around the corner, new restrictions in place, and now another restriction that I don't really know how many people are going to appreciate and deal with well. Reported by 7 and 4 Up North Live that Meijer, it's just Meijer, it's not a state thing, but just Meijer, is limiting alcohol purchases in the form of liquor. So bottles does not include beer, wine, or gift sets, but limiting liquor purchases to 2 bottles each. Meijer spokesman said to ensure against shortages that would and probably could and probably will occur otherwise. But just bottles. Not you're going to go in there and get the half gallons now,
That's ridiculous. Completely ridiculous.
Why?
Because I think what they're trying to do, other than stop shortages, is ensure you don't buy like the mountain of alcohol because clearly you're having a big gathering or something. But, I mean,
It's just Meijer. It's not, as far as I know, it's not Walmart or Kroger. That's downstate mainly, but other grocery stores haven't done this. It's weird. I don't know if they got, where's Meijer based out of? Grand Rapids, or is it Grand Rapids?
Yeah, initially.
So I
from, like,
wonder
Grand
if they
Rapids area.
if they're trying to just play nice, or it's a weird thing. I have a feeling people are not going to take kindly to that.
I'm not, I know for me, if I was still buying alcohol and I went and I had like 3 bottles and they can only do 2, I'd be like, I'm not buying any of them then, you dumbasses. Like, I would freak out.
Do you think you would?
I would absolutely freak out.
Really?
And it's not the thing you should do. I'm not suggesting that, but like,
I would react in a negative way. So kids, don't do that.
I remember one time being about 23 and my brother was only 18 at the time, and they carded him too, and he wasn't old enough. And they told me, and this wasn't Meijer, but it was at a store years ago, and they're like, well, you can't buy any of it then. And I'm like, I raged on this person on Christmas Eve.
Oh.
Yes, I absolutely lost my mind, broke stuff, threw things.
Gee.
And then I walked out flipping off the cameras. So
Is that a low point?
no, that's not even on the bottom rung.
Really? I feel like that's got to be a low point.
I'm not proud of it. I'm just, I am a
Man.
better human being now entirely. But
I don't know how I would react to that. I'm like, are you serious? I might just say, all right, then I guess I just won't buy any.
oh no.
You know?
I wished bad things on our whole family. It's just some, now I look at it and go, it's just some kid had a job. They're just doing their job. Now I'm the jerk that's like, in retrospect, I'm like the hugest jerk ever.
You are.
But
You are that guy.
I try
You
not
were
to.
that guy. You're not that guy anymore, Tim.
Don't do that, people. That's mean.
Now you're svelte and polite. I say you're polite now, but you just said you would react like that again if it happened.
I think I would.
Why?
I don't know. I mean, in the situation, I'm much more calm.
Maybe it's because I'm older and weed has really mellowed me out.
Sure,
You know,
sure.
I mean, it really has.
Yeah.
So it's like
That's
I don't
fair.
get as freaked out about
Furious.
because when I say that I am a hothead, and historically in my life since I've been a kid, fly off the handle, lose my fucking mind for no reason. Like case in point, we're talking about freak out moments. I want to talk about it on the show and see if we get some phones going tomorrow. Phones going tomorrow.
Yeah.
I remember I was working at the now defunct Dinner Train in Traverse City,
Oh, yeah.
which is now the Filling Station microbrewery.
Yep.
And I worked there for like 2 days. I was bartending on the Dinner Train. And this is 2001, right at 9/11. Okay?
Yep.
Right at 9/11. And when 9/11 came, I remember I actually put off the interview because it was 9/11 on the interview. And I'm like, I can't do this stuff right now.
You got to wait a day or two
Yeah.
or something.
But anyway, I went to work there to bartend 2 days. I'm like, this is not working. I'm going to go back to work for my dad doing construction because I'm not making any money and I need to make money. I was married at the time, or I was close to getting married. I was close to getting married at the time,
Uh-huh.
a month away. So I'm like, I need to make money. And so I quit. And they were like, well, we have to do an exit. And they were super, at least to me at the time, super smug. And they were like, well, we need to do an exit interview with you before we pay you. Like whenever it was payday, exit interview. And they then it was dictated on when they could do it. And I'm just like, and I like lost my mind at the owner. And just, I remember losing it in the office and walking outside and just throwing the door open. It was a glass door and it breaking. And then I'm like, oh, I'm going to go to jail. But I never did.
Did they ever pay you?
Yeah, it was like $50, but yeah. 2 days worth of work.
Hey,
Fantastic.
that's one of those things. Despite the wreckage of the door, they should have. I'm glad they paid you. That's
Yeah. I've
How it
never got
should've
arrested, thankfully, man.
well. That's good.
Have you?
Yes.
We don't talk about it.
We'll get there.
Talk a lot on the show about, all the food that we make in the Smith hole, my brother and I,
You guys have a lot of meat.
especially with the pandemic, and I'm starting to get my cooking brain back. Living with Levi, I used to be
Cooking
big
brain.
into it, and just living by myself for years and years and years, I'd fallen out. I'd turned into a guy that had made TV dinners and like Hamburger Helper and shit all the time for
Nothing
dinner.
that had any real
Right. So
just you didn't put yourself into it.
Right. So living with culinary Dick Levi, and I remember him saying he was disappointed. He said when I knew we were going to live together, I thought and I was hoping that it was going to be some like culinary collaboration all the time, like we're going to make it awesome food. And when he said that, I'm like, you know what? You're right. This is right around the pandemic time. I'm like, might as well start cooking. So the food journey, mustard and baking. After, let's see, how many years? 12 years, around 12. I have made my own mustard finally. This has been a bucket list thing for me. I don't know why. I've just always wanted to make my own mustard, man. You get some good mustard, and you're like, wow, I could do that. I want to make some mustard, put my own little thing on it,
It's kind of not the mainstream food preparation thing, but You
What
know,
does that mean?
like it's not a hobby I know many people have. They're not like, oh man, I made
What,
mustard.
It's a recipe. It's cooking.
It's cooking, making, like mustard's a condiment,
Yeah.
but I guess it would be a recipe to make it.
Yeah.
Kitchen
I
things.
tried to make it years ago when I really first wanted to get into it, and I ruined it because I didn't know what the hell I was doing. I looked it up, and I found a great recipe, or at least I hope it's a great recipe, for like a beer mustard. It's dark beer, and you soak it in dark beer, brown mustard seeds, yellow mustard seeds, you throw some garlic, you throw some apple cider vinegar in there. And anyway,
Wow.
so I made like 2 pints. I added some horseradish to it, so it's a horseradish beer mustard.
Ooh.
Brown beer mustard with horseradish. And I was so excited yesterday when I got it because I went and I'm going down a rabbit hole, man.
The mustard hole.
The mustard hole. I am going down the rabbit hole. I bought a bunch of like canning jars and lids and everything.
Oh boy.
And I bought a food processor because I just used a blender to make this mustard. It didn't work as well as I would have liked it to as far as breaking up the seeds and that.
Yeah.
But I bought a food processor. I'm going to be making
Ready.
mustard all the time now.
Well, you found your side hustle.
Seriously, I was so excited. I felt like Tom Hanks in Castaway, where he's like, when he made fire, he's like, you have made mustard. That's how it felt. That's how it felt. And you naysayers, because Mick Tighe, my former co-host, we're still friends. We're always shooting the breeze. Always giving me a hard time. He's like, why would you make mustard? You can buy it in the store. I'm like, the same way you can buy anything in the store, but if you make it good, it's going to be better.
If you make it yourself.
Well, that's not always the case.
Yeah.
But if you put time and effort into it, you can make things that are better in the store than the store. You know? Case in point, Brother Levi's Meats. I'll put Brother Levi's Meats up against anybody's bacon or anything.
Yeah.
Yeah, man.
Now, is it a timing thing? Because you said it takes a couple of weeks for the mustard to come to,
It
like,
took
to
like
be
20,
ready.
it had to soak in the beer for like 24 hours, and then it's got to refrigerate for 2 hours. So all those flavors will marry together.
Okay.
You know?
And that's, I think, what McTighe's argument was, is like, I could have mustard in 5 minutes, not 2 weeks.
Yeah, it takes time to make beer. It takes time to make anything good. But guess, newsflash, if you overlap or when you're running out of mustard, you make some more mustard. It takes 2 weeks, and then you never run out of mustard. And you save money, and you have better mustard than anything in the store.
Smitty Poupon.
Yeah. I am, honest to God, I am going to get some joke labels made up with Smitty's Poupon. It's going to happen. I have made mustard.
Fancy.
Now, I'm a culinary dick. Like my whole life, I've been. I took 2 years of culinary arts when I was in high school. It was basically kind of a trade school kind of thing, but it was a working restaurant. You really did learn it. And worked several restaurants and bar industries. I pretty good. I'm not like to Brother Levi's level. That's mostly because I've slacked off. But lately, I've wanted to get into baking, and I happened to tell Levi this, and I don't know if that's why he put on this particular show, but it's on Netflix, and I can't believe we're watching this on the regular. I can't even believe I'm watching this on the regular, because it's like, Tim, you know me pretty well. Like, there's not a whole lot of things like guilty pleasures. When I say that, I don't feel guilty about much.
No,
I'll pretty much own it.
Watch what you want and go, yeah, it's a dumb thing, but I watch it.
Yeah, you got to own it. I almost feel terrible that it's the most. It's called. Where is it? It's called. Oh man, I just had it up. The Great British Baking Show.
Oh, okay.
It is really interesting. I mean, it's British. It's so British. It might as well be. What's that one show and movie? Absolutely Fabulous. It might as well be like that version of Chopped on the Food Network.
Just tearing each other down in a very British way.
Yeah, but it's also super polite. But man, some of the stuff they make in this thing, I'm like, this is incredible. I want to watch this all the time.
Is it all?
It's so British and feminine. There's so much estrogen on that show. It's ridiculous.
Is it all desserts and like breads and stuff, or is it
Desserts and cakes and pies and breads and like you name it, they're baking it. I actually bought Here's how stupid I am. I've done this before with microphones. When I bought extra microphones, I didn't know 3 came in a set. I ended up with 9 microphones. Like I could interview a baseball team. Like, seriously. But I bought bread loaf pans because I'm going to make my own bread.
Yeah.
And we only had 1. So I'm like, I bought 2, not realizing that 3 came in each of them.
You
so
did it
now
again?
I have multiple bread loaf pans.
You could just have a bread making class and interview everybody in the class at one time.
If there's one thing I can thank COVID for, it's my newfangled baking passion.
Oh my God.
Actually, I don't want to thank COVID at all. I actually want to thank COVID because I don't think I'd be baking otherwise. And I really love the idea of it, man. I said to Levi, I said, dude, I'm really seriously thinking about like getting into baking. I'm like, but look at, like, we're fat guys. We make fun of it on the show all the time. I said, I don't know if that's the best activity for me. And he says, dude, you just make a cake and then you bring once a week and then bring it to work and let everybody else have it. I'm like, that makes total sense.
Yeah, let them eat cake. I don't trust, it's the old saying, you don't trust a skinny chef, right? So
Yeah.
it just makes sense.
Yeah. It's also, I don't know if I was talking to you about this yesterday or Levi, I can't remember. Whenever somebody finds out that I cook that doesn't really know me,
Yeah.
and it's a lot of times it's the sort of comment or reaction that makes me want to fight. It makes me want to rage because the reaction is something along the lines of, I don't want to eat anything you've cooked.
Really?
You know what I mean? Because they feel like I'm just some dirty, gross bachelor that just lives in my fucking house with my cat, all like, just, you know what I mean? Like a dirty, gross bachelor. That's not the case.
No. It's seriously, this house is nice, and it is. If you're 2 bachelors living in here, it's a nice place.
Yeah.
It's a nice place.
Yeah, we keep it nice. And
It's not dirty.
Yeah.
I guess I never thought that. So it's like, wow, people think that?
No, but there are people like that just are like, oh, he's a gross, dirty. Who doesn't like? They
Eat
don't think
his-
I wash or something.
I won't eat Smitty's mustard.
I don't know. There's really no other way to get into this except just to call it dick candles. Your 6 o'clock, 7 o'clock wake and break comes out of Belgium. The town of, or the province of West Flanders, where the mayor is now apologizing for the offensive Christmas decorations that are being put up around town. New Christmas lights made using colors of the city, which look to be blue and white, maybe, were installed around the municipality of Oudenburg in West Flanders. And, officials were thinking about candles, so they built some candle lights shaped like candles, but decided the flame at the top was cliche, so they didn't want to put a flame. They put a blue ball on there instead, and they just look like blue and white penises all around town.
Oh, yeah.
I mean, they don't, but they do. This is one reason why just this day and age sucks. Where everything that even looks remotely like anything phallic, everybody has to be like, it's a dick! It's a dick! And then the mayor has to apologize. Why should you apologize for candle lights that are shaped like wieners?
I guess, yeah, it's one of those things. If I went to that town, I'd see those lights and go, in my head, I go, that looks like a wiener.
I know you would.
But then I'd just keep
I probably
going.
would too, but you just
I
like,
wouldn't-
it's whatever.
I
I'm
wouldn't
sure they're
call
not
the
wieners.
authorities. I wouldn't call someone and go, you must change the wiener-looking lights in your street. Like, no.
Matter of fact, more penis lights. Can we just have more penis lights? Just get everybody used to them, not freaking out all the time.
Just make it normal.
That's your wake and break. Now you feel normal. That's easily one of the sketchiest things I've ever said on the air.
It's a dick.
I couldn't even believe I said it. It was just one of those things where I was like, I've never gone that far.
Yeah,
I
just,
think.
it's a Richard.
This is a crazy story out of Russia where about an ice storm, and it was totally Final Destination. It was a really bad ice storm in Russia over the weekend, I want to say. So we're watching a video right here. We're going to watch a video. And it starts out with, I don't know what the hell has impaled itself into the window of this car, but the ice caused something to crash into it. Okay.
This looks like a barn door or something that went through this car.
I don't know, but we're going to watch it happen, how it happened. And it is the biggest Final Destination thing I've ever seen in my life. It is somebody who just narrowly escapes death. And if you want this video, we'll send it to you on the Precision Collision text line. I'm going to take the sound off here. Let's turn the sound on. So that's the end result, like I said. And they're going to show how this thing crashed into this car. Oh, I'm just going to scrape off my car. Oh, my God! Oh, my G. This thing came crashing down from how many floors up, and this guy was scraping the ice off of his car.
And he heard the noise. He looked up and was like,
That's
I'm
what
out.
it was. It was the side of a building that came off.
It was a whole panel.
It was a whole panel of the building. That's how bad this ice storm was in Russia. It just destroyed cars. The ice itself, talking about like 3-4 inches of ice, destroyed cars, all kinds of things. I can't believe that guy survived, got out of the way of that thing.
Just seeing it coming and just start running. Most people panic and they freeze up. That's why they die.
We're just right around the corner from those nasty ice storms. Oh, I don't even want to think about it. Oh, no.
Winter.
Oh, my God. It makes me just upset. We're going to have to really figure out some parking things in the Smitty house.
Smith hole?
Yeah.
Yeah, we'll be out of here by Christmas.
Sure. That was a joke. That was a joke. That was a joke. But seriously, the ice storm thing, that's honestly has to be one of the craziest ice storm I've ever seen. Just from the thickness of the ice.
Yeah.
Not to be an alarmist, but all this climate stuff is getting
Pretty crazy, right?
It's the craziest weather ever.
Yeah, because it's not like when someone says climate change and you think global warming. It's not that. It's just that every like type of weather, hurricanes, stronger winds, hot, hotter. Cold is the coldest. Like everything is freaking out until we're like Mercury or something, the planet. Nobody can live on it, and we're just gas.
We're getting closer to my goal.
We're just gas.
Getting closer to my goal. We're just, if nothing else, if it's not going to be an asteroid or each other destroying us, if we can just have the weather do it, it'd be fantastic.
Have the weather.
This next story out of Utah is potentially one of the craziest stories of all time. Potentially one of the craziest stories of all time.
Only time will tell.
Tim, I know you remember at the beginning of the show when I teased this story, and it was something along the lines of something strange in Utah.
Oh, yeah.
Something strange in Utah. Now, do you know what a monolith is? I had to look this up. I always thought that monolith meant just something big. I never really knew what that meant.
I thought it was like a large stone.
You're correct.
Not necessarily a statue.
Like Stonehenge sort of thing.
Yeah.
A monolith is a single great stone in the form of an obelisk or a column, a granite monolith, Stonehenge, something like that.
Yeah.
They found one in Utah, in the Utah wilderness. Here's a picture of it. It is about 11 or 12 feet high. It looks to be completely like stainless steel, something along those lines. Biologists discovered it while they were doing whatever work they were doing. They haven't told anybody where it is because it's going to cause this big fervor of people showing up at this thing.
Trying to see it.
But they don't know where the hell it's from. I mean, the big possibility, the largest possibility is that people put it there. People made it and put it there just to mess with people or just to, But, I mean, they reference 2001: A Space Odyssey in this story and the other stories that I've seen. I've not seen 2001: A Space Odyssey, but they're referencing the monolith in here. They said one of the biologists that spotted it happened to fly over directly on top of it, flew a helicopter, and there's the best quote. He was like, "Whoa, whoa, whoa, turn around." And I was like, "What?" And he's like, "There's this thing back there." But, between 10 and 12 feet high, a shiny monolith basically sticks out like a sore thumb. And they were referencing 2001: A Space Odyssey, wondering, look, if one of us disappears, the rest of you guys got to run.
Yeah. I don't like that. That does not appear from Earth. I don't think anybody's that clever. I feel like that's not.
I mean, that's probably people.
I don't know.
That is not out of the realm of possibility for people to make.
It looks like the part of a spaceship.
That's exactly what it looks like.
Yes.
That's exactly what it looks like. I think one of the stories and comments that I saw on this thing was like, it's 2020, don't mess with it.
Don't touch it.
No. I'm of the opposite opinion. See what happens, man.
Wait till New Year's Day at least.
Look, this is in the spirit of exploration and figuring things out.
Can we get through the holidays before we bring on this alien
Why?
apocalypse?
What's the point? Just get it over with, you know? I mean, it looks insane.
It just looks like a
It looks like
silver
aliens.
stick.
It looks like aliens. And the way that it's set up in this part of a canyon or a rock formation in Utah, it's like set up as some sort of marker at the end at this rock formation. It's hard to explain.
Oh yeah, watch.
But if you want the picture, I'll send it to you on the Precision Collision text line.
Here's the thing: I'm going on about like, oh, it could be an alien spaceship component and all this stuff, and oh, don't touch it, and it's gonna be like a month, and then some artist is gonna go, I consider it art, and I put it out there just so people would understand the art of silver.
Yeah, that's what I'm saying.
Someone's gonna do it.
That's what I'm saying. It's exactly what happens.
All right.
You know, and you want to yell aliens.
Disappointing.
You know, you're disappointing.
Yeah.
Just kidding.
It's not mean.
It's hilarious.
It's hilarious.
Which goes into the next bit, which is even better. Our friend Ryan has a son named Luke. I'm not going to show his picture on the thing because that's weird.
It crosses a bit of a
But
line.
we might as well be showing his picture because we figured out today that Yoda looks like our friend's son.
Yep.
Here is a good example of our friendship dynamic that we have along with our friend Ryan, my old co-host, you know.
Yeah.
And it's one of those things where I think a lot of people can't necessarily relate to being mean or hurtful to your own friends, you
Yeah.
know? Because it's very reflective of the picture that I have in here that was given to me by my friend Erica. It was a podcast thing, a joke. It's not mean if it's hilarious,
Right.
you know? Because you posted this Instagram story, which, by the way, Instagram handle.
It's so dumb.
How do you not know it?
I know it, but it's not easy to say. It's TLOGIMAN 79.
Oh, yeah, great, simple.
Yeah,
Instagram
I gotta
handle.
change it to make it like something reasonable that I can just go Tim.
Smitty on Duh Radio, by the way.
Yeah, see, that's easy to say.
That being said, you posted an Instagram story of Yoda from Star Wars.
Yes.
And it was photoshopped to look like a kid with doing school pictures with a Christmas sweater on and like hair that looks like totally like, I don't want to say combed over, but like kid hair that's, you know.
Yeah, just a basic little boy's haircut.
And it looked, honestly, just like Ryan's kid, Luke. Just like it.
just like his
So, of course, I
5-year-old.
have to send it to him on the thread and be like, dude, not to be hurtful, but this looks like your kid, man. Now, the thing is, it could be hurtful, but it might not be because Ryan's a big Star Wars fan. And I can see him going, wow, my kid's a Jedi.
That's
you know?
literally why his kid's name is Luke.
Yeah.
It's because of Star
Yeah.
Wars. And he's like, we said him Yoda.
But your kid looks like Yoda.
It looks like a force-using booger.
Is that mean?
Yeah, but it's a good
Yeah,
meme.
that's what I'm saying. It's all right.
It's a good meme.
It's what you get for making fun of me about my mustard. Seriously, that guy busts my balls so much about the mustard. Half the time, I don't know if he's serious or if he's really thinks it's stupid.
He's a
or
troll.
If he's joking.
He is a troll.
Yeah.
He likes to troll the internet. I remember he used to go on heavy metal Facebook groups.
Well, I was responsible for that too because I would tag him in like heavy metal magazines,
egg him on?
news because it was hilarious to watch him go troll like metal fans.
He would just make up fake metal band names and argue that they were better than whoever the other person was saying was great.
Yeah.
And it was he'd be like, Demon Sperm's the best band. Like just people would be like, I haven't heard them yet.
Every Friday, I'm a big fan of your commentary segment that we do because I know when we were talking about you coming on, I'm like, dude, like Tim, you're a really funny guy. If you write things down and like think out like ideas, you're a really funny guy. Like you're a funny guy anyway, but like you come up with funny ideas. Like I want you to do a commentary. So we came up with a segment, things I wish I didn't know, and
It's real life.
yeah.
It's real life.
Yeah, and to say we've had an issue with reply all has been an understatement. Every single week, we talk about all kinds of things, fun things, serious things, ridiculous things, and there's always something you wish you didn't know.
Oh, yeah. I love email. It's my favorite form of communication. Why is it that people respond with reply all to email chains. Boss sends an email about something everyone needs to hear, but not everyone needs to hear everyone else's response to that thing.
Hey, respond to me back individually.
Why? Why do I need 27 responses that include, yep, yes,
Bing,
great,
Bing,
yes,
bing,
we did,
bing, bing,
indeed,
Bing, bing. I'm
you
sorry, I'm interrupting.
betcha. No, you're making it better. Just hit reply, not reply all. Trust me, I'm actually probably helping you out. I'm saving you from the possibility of hitting reply all the next time you're talking trash via email about one of your coworkers and saying something to one of your friends like, oh yeah, Bob in accounting likes to sniff the girls over there and it's creepy. And
None of
oops,
that's true. That is all fictional.
we don't have accounting that I know of. I don't know them personally. Oops, you clicked reply all, and guess what? You're fired, not creepy girl sniffing Bob, because you're the inappropriate one that sent reply all. I don't know. Maybe just text me, call me. Don't tag me in social media posts unless your name is Smitty. That's the thing I wish I didn't know is the reply all button.
Yay!
God.
Although I did hit reply all, congratulating Guy Dark on his promotion to operations manager of Black Diamond Broadcasting. Congratulations, Guy.
Yeah, Guy,
Yeah.
that is well deserved. But I saw the reply alls on that literally 2 to 3 days after this first aired. And I'm like, nobody paid any attention. And I texted him directly and said, I hate reply all. Congratulations.
No, what would happen is we would talk to sales guys. We would say, hey, you want to sell our segment Things I Wish I Didn't Know? And they'd be like, what is that?
What are you talking about? I don't know.
Just kidding.
What is show?
That's a joke.
We're kidding.
Let's see. Oh, man, I'm excited. Thursday, Thanksgiving, and we will have a podcast on Thursday with our guest, Michael Stevens.
He's no turkey.
meteorologist. Yeah.
You have to get
Gamer.
that turkey humor in, like on any Thanksgiving broadcast of any kind. You just have to do
Why?
it because it's like broadcast law. Oh, wait, we're on the internet. We don't apply to any of those laws.
Yeah, I will. No. I mean,
I did it
there's
mostly.
There's a possibility we'll slip out.
That's exactly what I was hoping you were going to do. It worked. I don't believe what I was saying at all. I just wanted you to do that.
What the hell, everything? What the hell, everything?